I want to share with you a prophetic dream that I had, and it shook me because it felt so real. In this prophetic dream that I had, it was as if I was in the wilderness in the Bible days. And it was as I was walking across a pathway, and I was going to get water. I just remember going to look for a fountain or something with water, because that part, y'all, it was like a deja vu dream. I was going in and out. So in this dream, I was going to get some water for my village. It was as if they had picked certain people from the village to go get water. And so I was in charge of my village to go get water for my village. And it was a days of work. I remember it being days of work. Like, I think it was like 3 days mission trip, because it was like you had to go get it. You had to make sure it was clean. You had to make sure it was a lot preparation that you had to do for this water. You know, you cannot present it back to your village if it wasn't provided right, because this water, can kill you if you presented it. It could be poison. It could be, I just remember it being a lot of details. So they was very careful on who they chose to get water for what village. And I remember being with a group of people, and we was going to this other town or village to get water. And in that time, for some reason, I found us drifting away. Like, there was some people that say, well, I think I'm going to go over this side. And people that said, I was thinking, and I had not heard God tell me anything. Like, I hadn't heard him tell me, go this way, go that way. I hadn't heard anything. So I kept walking straight. I kept walking. In the midst of walking, I noticed I was by myself. Then I started panicking a little bit, because I said, now I'm by myself, and I'm not for sure how to get back to my village. What am I going to do? They're depending on me with this water, and I can't even get back to the village. And so in the midst of that, I saw a lion. And the lion was in like a little, it wasn't a ditch, but it was like an exclusive place, type of place. The lion was free, but at the same part, it was parts of where the lion was. They had certain restrictions on where the lion could go. So in the dream, I didn't know that at first. It was until later on I found that out. But for this story time, I'm just going to tell you, it looked to me to be very scary, very panicking, my anxiety. I'm like, oh my God. And I had to get where that lion was to get that water. I had to get there. So in my mind, I paused. In pausing, I see a man walking with the staff with the lambs. He was walking with the lambs. And I literally started panicking, because I was like, oh my God. I remember saying, what can I do? I remember trying to look for a cell phone, and I had to remember I wasn't in that time frame. There was no cell phone. There wasn't no pagers. There wasn't no speaker saying, watch out. Hey, there's a lion there. And as I began to speak, my voice became squeaky as, hey, don't go there. There's a lion. And you can't hardly hear it, because it was as if the man was coming from this way with the lambs, and the lion was right here. And it was as if he wouldn't have been able to see it, because he was like further, like up top, you would say, the way that the dream was set up, and the lion was right here. Okay. And so I can see it because I'm outward. So I'm able to see it as if it's on TV for me. And I get nervous. And I'm like, hey, be careful. Please be careful. And I'm trying my best. But still not able to reach him. So by the time he got to the end where the lion was, the sheep, I'm sorry, I keep saying sheep, the lambs went in there with the lion. And it had to be about 9. And I said, that man got a lion with the lambs. And they began to play with one another. And when I woke up, I said, God, you got to explain this to me because I'm so confused. This lion looked to be hungry. This lion looked to be upset. This lion looked to be lonely. This lion looked to be hungry. And this is what God told me. He said the lion represents the strength, the power, the courage, the stability, the authority. It represents leadership because it was as if the lion told them, come in and do what you need to do. It was like you could see the lion play with them, but at a particular point, he did a growl and they just all kind of went in attention. And I was like, what is that? And I seen how the momentum of them gathering. And I looked at the lambs and saw how pure they was and how true they was and how holy they were. How pure and holy and strong they were. I looked at them and saw God creation as a moment that God had a lion to protect his lamb, to protect his sheep. I looked at how the lamb and the lion came in and worked together in such a phenomenal way. And I said, God, what are you saying? What are you saying to me? And God began to tell me that's the reason why I have put pastors and leaders and there to be with you. They're there to guide you and lead you and be there, your strength until you get stronger, until you get better. The lamb is pure and holy. It don't know nothing about fighting and warfare. No, that's why you got the lion. And your lion's going to always protect you. Your lion's going to always be there for you. Your lion is going to be able to take away the predators, the one that want to come and take. Your lion is not going to hurt you. Your lion is going to stay. When you find the right leadership and the right church and you're going to feel so connected that nothing can touch you and nothing can harm you. And I am compelled to tell you to find your lion. To find that lion in that husband or that lion in that pastor or that. It's just that God gave me that description, but I use it in every aspect of my life. That I need a lion for always guidance and understanding and to be strong when I can't be. To be able to protect me when I can't be. God brought pastors and leaders and bishops and teachers and evangelists and missionaries and apostles. He still got the fivefold ministry. I don't care what goes on in this world. He still got that husband that's the head of the household. He still have people that's head that can teach you and they could be your lion until you get whatever. You might not even become that. You might always be the lamb. You might not even become that. But until then, allow your lion to protect you, to have courage over you, to strengthen you, to provide for you. Just want to share that dream with you. This is your word of encouragement of the day. Understand that God works in mysterious ways. And we have to know that God will never put us in a position for us to defend ourselves. He always will send you help. And if you don't have help now, I'm here to tell you that help is on the way. You continue to be the lion and the lamb that God wants you to be. God bless you and keep you is my prayer. This is Dr. Charity Murphy.